Hey, thanks for joining us again. We're here at the repair bench, and I want to talk to you about the Smith&Wesson M&P. Now, this is not the newer version, the 2.0. This is the older one that came out a long time ago when they first redesigned the M&P. This was a model that was available when we were in California, and of course, they limited it to 10 rounds in the magazine. You can see the filler plastic piece down here at the bottom that limits the number of rounds that can go in. Typically, it's a 17 round magazine. I believe that's what most of them have in a lot of other states. And so I thought, I'm in Alabama now, and a 10 round magazine, just not enough ammo for me. Although a very good magazine. Smith&Wesson does make a good quality magazine. Of course, they run true to their guns and they work very well. This is a Pro Mag that I picked up from Brownells. Brownells is a great place to go and to shop for gunsmithing needs or parts or accessories or whatever. They just have everything. They're great people and they take good care of you. But this Pro Mag was actually on sale, and I thought, well, I'll give that a try. It was about $10 or $12 cheaper than a Smith&Wesson magazine, a genuine article was. And so I went with a Pro Mag. It's 17 plus 1 in the pipe. And the first thing that you want to take note of is when you get a magazine, if you have an original, you want to put a couple of rounds in your original or your new one, and then a couple in your original. And you want to look at the angle in which the feed lips, that's the top lips on the magazine, allow that cartridge to rise. Now you'll notice between the two here, in fact you can see this, I'll get up a little closer. When I hold these two magazines side by side, you can see that the angle is slightly greater. In other words, this angle right here is slightly greater on the Smith&Wesson magazine than it is on the Pro Mag. Now, believe it or not, I've actually adjusted the lips already on this magazine to allow it to feed. Here's the problem I ran into. When I went out to test fire some rounds, the ball rounds went through it pretty good. But when I put any hollow point rounds in there, whether they were Hornady or someone else, they would stub on the feed ramp of the barrel. I'll lock this back and I'll show you the feed ramp. Of course, if you don't know that, you may not know it, is right here at the bottom of the barrel. That's where the bullet nose hits and bounces off of that rather erratically and goes right into the chamber if there's no interference there. Well, I had all of my hollow points and even my Hornady personal defense or critical defense or critical duty bullets that would not feed at all. They'd stub straight out. And I even used some 147 grain Hornady, and they just locked up. And so that's something you want to check out before you ever have to use that gun in competition or other places. You want to make sure that the rounds you're using actually do feed. And you want to check and make sure that the magazine that you've purchased is adjusted correctly so that it will, in fact, feed those rounds. Feed the rounds that you intend to use in the gun, whether they're ball rounds or whether they're hollow points or they're the kind that have the little polymer ballistic tip like critical defense or critical duty that Hornady offers. And I was quite surprised to find out that these just locked up tight. So in that situation, if you had a do or die type instance and you had not checked to make sure that your gun was functioning properly with a new magazine you purchased, just simply because it says it's made for M&P may not mean that it fits your M&P and works correctly with the ammunition that you're using. So that's just a tip from the old gun shop today, and I want to give you the opportunity to make comments. Leave a comment if you have one. I'd be interested to hear your stories with different magazines from other manufacturers. You know that some are better than others, some are better quality, they're better made. They have different types of coatings on the outside, whether they're polymer with steel on the inside or whatever they happen to be. And share with us your experience with magazines that just didn't work right. So what's the fix for that? Fix the magazine. You just made a tremendous investment of $23 to $35, sometimes $40 a piece for a magazine. If they're not working correctly, then make sure that you take it to someone that can adjust those mags to make sure that they fit into your gun the way they should fit. Again, thanks for joining us today. I hope this helps you out. It's just something I stumbled onto the other day and thought I would share it with you as a quick tip from the old gun bench here, and I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas. Of course, it's almost, let's see, it's December the 16th today, so this video may be dated if you view it later, but that's okay. I hope that you have a blessed Christmas. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them on Facebook. You can get a hold of us at 256-502-4585 or email us guns@lewisprecisiongunsmithing.com and share your experiences with us. God bless you. Stay safe.